Oh.
Okay, you're good now.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys so much for coming to the Survival Seeds 2024
live stream.
Collaboration live stream.
We have a great guest lined up today, and happy Father's Day for any dads in the chat. We really appreciate all you guys doing. You guys are having a great day.
Celebrated.
So first up would be hellos and announcements. So I'm going to turn to the chat really quick.
Yep.
Milk and Honey Heritage Farms is our guest for tonight, and we're so looking forward to that. We're going to be talking about some drinks, and that's going to be super cool. Simply Jan Homestead, hello for coming in. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, thank you so much for coming in, and I see you're down below. I'll bring you up a little bit later. Canadian Family Life, hello. And Dad is in the chat, and Jennifer Ocean Homestead, hi. Lynette Lawrence and Rooted in Texas, hello, and thank you guys so much for coming. Hope you guys are having a great day. And Troy Sutton and Serena Norell, thank you so much for coming in. Hi. All right. Got any announcements and videos to put up?
As far as announcement goes, I don't know if Bunky's ready to do. I just did. I don't know if Bunky is ready to do her announcements on the Survival Seeds, on our Survival Seeds garden. But we did get, I think, 10 videos this week, and I just put up a video for the collaboration. We did a little short on tips on how to grow big onions. So if you guys are interested in that, we have that.
Oh no. Okay, sorry about that.
But yeah, we got a whole lot of really, really great videos this week, and I'm excited to get into them. Just give us a minute here.
I'm trying to import something. I'll be right there.
Okay, let me just...
It's uploading. Leave it alone.
Okay.
There.
So we have... Okay. Well, I tried to get it so that you can see us, but you can't. So we got a whole lot of really great videos. We had a video from Canadian Family Life about they've been having an ongoing battle with their pests. They had a lot of pests in their indoor garden, and they were struggling to get rid of them. So they put up a video about if they have defeated those pests. So I highly recommend you check those out, especially if you're having issues with certain pests like that. Then you should definitely check out that video.
Why do you have a beak?
What? That's not a beak.
Okay.
We had...
Oh. Okay, so don't show that off yet.
Okay, don't show to the... We had another video by the Official Ann Lynn Show thanking Lazy Days Ahead for the things that they won. That was a really cool video. You should definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Hang on. I'm having a little bit of issue with loading. We had a short video of Grace Johnston checking out the plants that she is growing, and it is looking amazing. She's got really big plants, and she's got some little veggies growing in a couple areas, and her plants are just doing so well, and they're so big. And what's really interesting is different people in different areas are in different phases in their garden. Like some people are actually already harvesting. Prairie Living Twins just put up an update on all of their plants and their green stock giveaway. And their plants are doing really, really well. They've got some cool fencing set up around their pots, and they've got some great pots, and their plants are doing really, really good. So definitely check out those videos. Come on, load. Dee's Garden Adventures put up an update on her video, and she also recently passed 700 subscribers, but she's got peppers coming out of her plants. They're looking really great, and she's got some great things going on with her plants, so definitely check that out. But yeah, she recently passed 700. She's got 702 subscribers right now. Which is awesome. And if you guys aren't subscribed to her, then you should definitely go subscribe to her. Mountain Grandma put a video as an update with her squash, tomatoes, kidney beans, and peppers. And they're doing really, really well. Her She has some really great progress with a lot of her plants. And yeah, they're doing really great. And she's got some really cool setups to keep things at the garden. And it's a really great setup. So if you're looking for ideas, then definitely check out all these videos. There are a lot of really, really cool setups going on. Robert Bates put up another short showing his Mariana tomatoes, and they're doing great. He's got the coolest little pots, and it just looks really great. So again, if you guys are looking for ideas for different things to do with all your plants, just check out all of these other videos. You can get some great ideas from all of the other people in this collaboration. Let me just take this down. You can get some great ideas from the other collaborators in this collaboration, because there are like so many people that you can learn from. They're in different growing zones. They're at different phases. So if you're like worried about prepping for when things are starting to be harvested, then you can check out people in a further growing zone from you who are already starting to harvest. And you can see what they're doing for ideas on how you can improve your garden. So just watch the videos in the collaboration. You can learn so much from them. And I think that is everything.
I'm going to turn back to the chat. I'm going to fix the mic. Okay. I'm going to turn back to the chat now. Jamie's Country Living, thanks so much for coming in.
You don't have to worry about getting up a video every week. You can do it whenever you get things ready. We know that things can get really busy.
Grace Johnston, hello, and thanks for coming in. DJ1734 and DZ Garden Adventures, thank you so much for coming in.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
And ER, hello. And yeah, happy Father's Day, guys.
Yeah.
And Dale Homestead, hello, and thank you for coming in. Thrifty Endeavors and Adventures.
Happy Sunday.
Robert Bates.
Rooted in Texas. Happy Sunday.
All right, I think that's it.
Canadian Family Life.
I got them already.
Okay.
All right, I think that's it. Oh, What Life, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. All right.
At that, I'm gonna be right back.
So she's gonna go do something. In the meantime, did want to make a note that Mr. Bushcraft is either going to be late or not coming tonight. It is Father's Day and there's a lot of stuff going on too. But he's got such a great channel and we highly recommend checking him out. He handles the herb side of the garden collaboration. And so he actually sent out, I think 4 different herb types, and that's such a fun end of the collaboration. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things with those herbs. Hi.
Oh, I didn't mean to lift that high. My bad.
Okay, so she's back. We got one more thing.
We got a little update. This is on the little.
Okay, so KK, can you bring up the picture?
Yes. Oh.
Well, goodbye. I'm gone.
Bye. So this is my survival seeds garden, and the one at the closest to us
In the orange pot.
in the orange pot, the closest orange pot to us, are my beans, my kidney beans, my red kidney beans, and they're doing really well. They germinated actually like a week ago.
Stop it.
And they are really doing well. Now in the pink pool on the left side, I have my beets, and they're they're like doing really well. And then on the right side, I have my Walla Walla onions. And the Walla Walla onions are very small compared to the onions in our big garden, because we do the trick. And if you want to see or know what that trick is, you can see Trey's short, which she just made. So you can see that. Next would be in the 2 black tubs after the pink pool. Those are my Mariana tomatoes. And I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot of them. And so I'm very happy with how they're growing. They're doing very, very well. Next, in the second orange tub by the Mariana tomatoes are my pepperoncinis. And
They're tall.
They're tall. They actually got really tall inside of the house. We started to harden them off a couple days ago, and they're doing really, really well. And then at the very back, you can see one last black tub, and that is my squash.
Yep.
Waltham butternut squash. And they germinated a couple of days ago. And you can see me planting them in the last garden tour we did. And that was me and KK. And so, yeah, that's my survival seeds garden.
Bye.
Oh, wow, that's it.
Okay, so now I'm going to bring up Mr. Jesse and Miss Lisa. Oh, sorry.
never mind.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We're up.
Hey, Mr. Jesse.
Too late.
How are you guys?
There you go. Hey, happy Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you.
To your father. No.
gotta
You were
shoot.
mentioning the video short. I put the link to the short on how to grow onions.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
So if you haven't checked out that short, go check it. It's real short. I mean, like really, really short.
Like, almost as short as KK.
Almost as short as.
Oh,
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's that tall. No.
BNS
girls,
Odyssey. Hello, and thank you for coming in. And our treasured home. Hi.
We're doing good, Mr. Jesse. How are you guys?
Oh, loving it. It's
Doing good, yes.
Just, I mean, hey, I got my Wagyu hat on here.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. And we're doing great.
Nice. Good to hear.
Jinx.
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke, right?
Well, I'm just going to say it. KK got a haircut.
She did? No.
She did. It's all choppy now.
It looks good still. I mean, it's not like you. I thought you were
It's not a
going
whole lot shorter.
way up here.
Yeah,
no,
no,
she's
it's
got
not.
like some that are shorter, though. It's layered.
So, like,
Okay.
in the front.
You had to get rid of the split ends. Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's part of it. And then mom layered it because
She was getting graduation. She was getting graduation photos done, so they look cool.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
updates on your end?
I do have some stats here. If you want me to show them, or you want me to just tell you what it is?
Sure.
You can pull them up.
Okay.
You don't say
Um,
sure to yet.
I'll share the screen.
Alright.
By the way, sorry we didn't get to your live. We were out and we didn't get home till like 10:15.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
told
we
everybody.
knew
We
that.
said, hey, you won't see the Vineyard Chicks here tonight. They're out there. They're gigging tonight. They're out there. They're making
Gigging.
It was
names
fun.
for themselves. Yeah, I bet it was.
Get
Eh,
like after
We
we
got
were
to
done, I
watch
got
the
to go watch the
rodeo
rodeo
and the barrel
so that was fun.
race. So
Well, I
cool.
can tell you guys had fun because your set this morning was acoustic. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our stuff is still out there. Like,
Yeah,
we
if
still
it's
have to get set
acoustic,
up.
you know we
again.
didn't take anything out of the truck.
well, tomorrow's Monday night, so
It will be out by then.
It'll be out.
yeah.
We'll get around to it.
But anyway, so since last Sunday we have 11. You said 10, but one NA video total, right?
Right.
But yes, we had 10 videos come up this last week. The entry videos, we didn't have any so far. Everybody's just doing videos of the months now because I'm not sure if 74 entry videos is all we're going to have. But what's that?
I said you could look at them right there. You put it. You show
Oh
the
yeah,
screen.
I'm over here sharing the
I
screen.
know he's looking
Yeah.
at the one over there, and it's right.
And
there.
then the videos of the month, we have 30 so far for the month of June. So we're only halfway through
Whoa.
Yeah,
30. So we're looking.
that's 2
If
a
the
day.
if the numbers look good, we may have 60 videos by the end of the. Let's see if June will beat May, which was 76. And but no, the big number is 353. 353 total videos. Now this is every video that's been put out there with the hashtag Survival Seeds 2024. So there's lives, there's videos of the month, So, but 300. Did you ever think you're going to have this many videos on your?
No,
Great.
no.
I mean, this is just. I don't think there's any other collaboration that's ever done something like this.
This is
Collaboration
insane.
Yeah.
Right, this is insane. And then also, I did want to make mention though, for the giveaway that we have. Let me slide this over a little bit. We have a total of $532 worth of giveaways that we'll be giving away at the end of this month. So you don't want to miss it. You won't want to miss it. And right now we're at $4,584 worth of prizes have been donated as total from the start to the finish. So
Wow.
That's so cool.
That's
Wow.
insane.
that's a lot. That's a lot of videos and a lot of, just a lot of giveaways, a lot of prizes. Yeah. Thank you to all the sponsors who
You
helped
guys are
out.
awesome. Thanks so much.
That's incredible.
Right. So we got some really good gifts for this month. I can't wait to the end of this month, which would be the 30th of this month, this month. So, but that's it for the stats.
Nice. Thanks so much. Hello, Rems family. Thank you for coming in.
Hold on. Give me that.
Hey,
This sounds-
Treasure Hunter Neil.
This sounds like someplace we got to visit.
We got to go there.
Address your
Bunkie, Louisiana.
Oh wow!
We got to
That's
take
super cool.
somebody there.
I wonder if there's a Sasquatch there, just like that picture showed.
All right. Okay. So Mr. Bushcraft isn't here for the herb updates yet. If he shows up, we'll talk about that later. And if not, we highly recommend checking out his channel. He's got some awesome things going on, and he teaches so much on so many different subjects. But he definitely handles the herb side of the collaboration. And he sent seeds out to people. People supplied their own seeds of different varieties of what they were curious in. And it's going to be a very fun learning experience. So we're looking forward to hearing that.
Oh yeah.
Don't see anyone else in the chat.
So yeah, I don't typically boast about too many channels on the collaboration because they're all, like you mentioned, there's so many videos out there that you can watch to learn different things. But I do want to make mention that this week we had one that was submitted by Tammy over Mountain Grandma, and she went into how to make underarm deodorant, how to make lip balms, oils, what do you call it? The tinctures. She just went all into it, and I was just impressed with the amount of knowledge that she put out about the herb, especially lemon balm. So,
And Miss Tammy has a lot of knowledge.
She's so cool.
So if you haven't checked out any of the videos, check her video out. I thought it was very, very knowledgeable, very impressive. The information she put out for survival seeds, mainly on the herb side.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I know. I'll get to it.
No, I know. I was trying to show it.
No, don't.
tip.
You're gonna
Just the
spoil it. So I'm gonna bring up Milk and Honey Heritage. Sorry.
You give them the warning and then you bring them up. Okay, I'm gonna click. Bring them up now.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Hi, Miss Heather. How are you today? How are you?
good. Very good. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for coming up. We're excited.
I love that picture behind you. That's adorable.
Oh,
The dog.
that
Yeah,
was
that-
the little rat terrier Charlie Ann.
Aw,
And the person who made that did it all out of coffee.
that's
What?
coffee.
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
coffee.
Oh wow.
That's insane.
That's
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah, I have some pictures of my cows that she did too that look. So she takes a photo that you send her and she'll just use however she does it with coffee. So it's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's
impressive.
insane. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Is
Yeah.
it brewed coffee or is coffee that has not been brewed?
It's probably a variety to get all those different shades.
Okay.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, very cool.
That's awesome.
Vineyard Chicks, these two ladies here are from the same state. They're both from Oregon.
Oh wow, cool.
That's so cool.
Right?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, I said that so y'all won't hold it against her.
No.
That she's happened to be the same state from Lisa.
Oregon's a beautiful state.
It is.
It looks like it.
Beautiful. Before we get started, do you want to tell the chat a little bit about your channel for anyone who doesn't know you?
So I do a lot of stuff. So I kind of have a farm. I've got Dexter cows, which are smaller versions of cows. I've got chickens. I've got 2 goats. I raise honeybees and gardens and fruit trees. I have an orchard. I do a lot of crafting, sewing, and different things. I do a lot of stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and hats off to you for being able to raise Dexters. We had Dexters for a couple years, and they were pretty hard to handle for us. So
I love mine.
yeah, you take care of them well.
I don't know. They've been good. So I did a lot of research before we got our property on what kind of animals I wanted. So the Irish Dexters were the ones that I wanted for the cows, and I've got Nubian goats. I wanted Nubian goats.
Oh, they're cute.
As much research as I could,
Right.
That's awesome. Nubians are the best.
So for us non-bovine viewers, could you tell me the difference between, is that a Dexter, a milk cow, or a meat cow? What is a Dexter?
Actually, a Dexter cow can be a dual purpose cow, meaning that you can milk and or beef or both.
Yep.
Okay.
But they're small. They're a
They're
lot
also
smaller.
and a lot easier for families.
Right, and they're a lot more meat on the bone, whereas versus an Angus, the big black Angus are more bone, like they're bigger structure bone. So you get less meat.
Yep.
So
there's more meat on them, but they're smaller animals. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and they're well marbled as far as fat and meat content goes, like a marbling, like not too much or too less of the fat content. So
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they can go on a lot of brush and things like that. Like they'll trim up trees and things like that for you. And they're pretty easy keepers.
Now, these are on your homestead for sustenance, or do you do this as a business? Are you buying and selling, or just a pet?
So every year we keep the same mamas every year, and every year we have 4 babies, and we rotate. So there's 4 babies that are a year old in a different pasture, and next year there'll be 2 and they'll go to butcher. And right now we have 4 2-year-olds that will be going to butcher, and those are sold to different people. So they pay us to raise it, and then they pay the butcher to do that. So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So, but this year we have 5 mamas.
Whoa,
Oh,
nice.
hey.
Decided to give one of the mama cows another opportunity. She had lost a baby a couple years ago after being pregnant a few months, and then she had a healthy baby a year ago, and then I think it got picked or something and it passed, and so we weren't sure if she was going to be a good mama, but she had her baby and we're on day, I think, 3, and she's doing
That's awesome. That's good. That's
Good.
great.
Good to hear.
So yeah, so now we're up to 5 instead of 4.
Now, are Dexters all over the United States, or are they just mainly up in northern states?
Yep. There's a lot of people more East Coast people who raise them, from what I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I like them. They learn their names. They're actually usually pretty docile. I mean, of course, you're gonna get one out of the bunch that's, maybe not.
Yeah.
Right.
You never know.
You always got to be careful around calving season.
Also, I know you're running a collaboration, and a lot of the questions for tonight revolve around what that collaboration is centered on, and that's hashtag hot and cold drinks. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So I thought it would be kind of a great fun idea to do hot and cold drinks so that people could make things that they're growing or buy from like a farmer's market, and maybe get something a little bit healthier to drink and it being, spring, summer, whatever we're in right now, having the opportunity to get something healthier or something fun, and
Right.
just be creative and make something different at home. So
That's awesome.
It's a great idea, and it's a great collaboration.
right, it's easy. I mean, you can take and do whatever. I mean, there might be things that you drink that you didn't even think that somebody doesn't know about,
So for someone who's interested in the chat and looking into this collaboration, where would they find that?
They can go on to my page. I have actually a playlist where I have hot and cold drinks. And if you wanted to join, you could also just make a video and put hot and cold drinks and tag Milk and Honey Heritage Farms on there so I can add you to the playlist. And you're welcome to, and they don't have to necessarily be healthy drinks if you don't want to. It could be a fun whatever.
Yeah.
It's a great collaboration.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Before we get into drinks and more about that, how are your survival seeds doing? Are you already getting harvests, or how's that going for you?
No, I'm not. So we had a really mild winter here.
Yeah.
Hardly any snow. And then for some reason, May and June has been rainier than normal. And usually we're like 80 to 90 degrees and hardly any rain. So it's really
kind of an off year.
It's very weird.
Yeah. So like some of my stuff is starting. I don't think my tomatoes and my onions are going to make it because it rains so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I have everything else is starting to pop up, but I haven't been able to harvest yet. So I kind of waited a little bit longer because the weather was weird to plant things out. So I was just kind of eyeballing, you got to do that.
Right.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah. So
I
I'm
hope
still
it works. I hope it works out.
Me too. So, and I was going to say with the tomatoes, you could actually make a fermented tomato and basil and garlic. So you just dice up tomatoes, garlic, and basil, and you put it in a jar, and that's it, and a pinch of salt. And you shake it up, and you leave it on your counter for 2 or 3 days, and then you can add that to sauces or salads or whatever. Easy.
Oh,
That
wow.
sounds really good.
Yeah,
That sounds
just
cool.
it's easy. Yeah, you could add purple onions if you wanted to. Yeah, I thought I would
That's
talk
cool.
about that because it goes with the seeds, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mhm.
I know drinks are a great way to maintain hydration and keep yourself healthy. What other benefits are there to doing those regularly?
With using like the survival seed stuff, or
Just in general.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I think it's more beneficial because you have more control over what is going into each drink that you're making. I mean, whether it's not healthy for you or not, you still know what you're putting in there.
Right. Instead of drinking like
Yeah, so you have full control on the option to choose if you want it to be, a little more healthier, or what variety of things that you want to add to your drinks, like different berries or whatnot, or from where are you getting
Right.
that you can choose. So
right.
So, Heather, do you have a drink of choice?
I do.
May we ask?
Sure. Usually what I do is I have a big glass jar that I set that has a spout, and I'll put water in there, and I'll put sometimes I'll put some cilantro in there, or I don't know, ice, and then I'll put, what else do? I do all kinds of things. I'll put lemon or berries in there, and so that people can all day long drink out of it. I mean, you can like change it up. You can do, if you don't like limes, you could do lemons or both. Or
Wow.
oranges. Yeah. So you can just make it fun. Then you're getting, like, lemons are good for helping, maybe to help cleanse your body out.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
It's awesome.
That's one I like to do often.
Sweet.
Cranberries, things like that.
Yeah, I was thinking you were going to say, well, since we're from Oregon, we love to use blackberries, or we love to use
Well, you can do that as well. Marion berries,
Marion berries, yeah,
Yeah.
always all the different
Yeah.
berries that they have up in Oregon,
blueberries. Mhm.
right?
My raspberries are starting to really start coming in right now. So,
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
yeah,
What,
I'm
what
excited.
really grows a lot in Oregon, believe it or not, is blackberries. Just the blackberries alone.
Yep.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
everywhere, everywhere.
Nice.
Everywhere. Right now,
Yeah.
we're in the season what you call the dearth for honeybees. And what it is the biggest time of year that honeybees collect nectar and pollen to make honey. So all the flowers on the blackberry vines are all bloomed, and so they're busy, like just working on making honey. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. That's called.
Wow.
That is cool.
That's very cool.
Right.
Sorry. So thinking about the survival seeds now, which do you think would make the best drink, and what kind of drink would it be? There's tomatoes, onions, peppers, like that.
I was struggling with that, and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah,
It's kind of questionable.
yeah. So I came up with beets. I'm like, okay, beets has got to be the best way to make a drink. So I did. You ready?
You did?
Yeah.
I actually made a few different things. So,
Ooh.
okay, so I have a juicer, and I juiced the beets. First, I baked them in the oven, and then I cooled them down, and then I put them through my juicer. And I also did ginger and a little bit of lemon balm out of the garden.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I ran the pulp through the machine again just to make sure there wasn't any. And if you don't have a juicer, you could use a blender, and then you would just have to get like a mesh cloth and strain the bits out, right? And so then I just used the juice that I got out of the juicer. It's really strong, and I only added probably about a third of the cup of the juice in here. I also put lemons in there. I forgot to mention that. So it's beets, lemon, just a little bit of garlic, and lemon balm.
Okay, did you put anything? Did you? And you said ginger, but did you put anything in for sweetener?
I did not, and it doesn't taste bad, but you could.
Like honey or something?
You could add.
There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've got some fresh lemon balm. So I put that in the juicer. But like I said, you could use your blender and put all that in the blender and then get the bits out. So
that's awesome.
Wow.
yeah, and I suggest putting it in a refrigerator and having it cold. I mean, you could do a tea as well. You could save the pulp and put it in like a little tea ball and dip that into hot water as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do it that way. And then I started a ferment. Isn't that pretty?
Whoa.
So this is beets, garlic, and ginger in some. I made a brine with water, which means that you add sea salt or canning salt.
Right.
1 tablespoon per 1 cup of water. And then you just let it ferment for 3 to 7 days. And then you can take those out and you can add them to your salads or eat it raw.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah.
Wow. This is awesome.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. So I have like the little thing. You don't have to do that. You could put a cloth over the top and put the lid on if you want. There's lots of ways you can do it. And you can add whatever you want.
That's sweet. That's awesome.
Oh, you're
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
If you wait till October to open it up, you can always mask it as vampire blood.
That might be toxic by then. We might have some liquor or something.
You don't think it's
Yeah. So, yeah.
well. The entire idea of your collaboration kind of got me thinking about the 6 seeds, and so I kind of went a different route with it. I used the butternut squash.
I like that. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, we made smoothies.
That's not the camera.
Look at that. I like that. So how do you like it?
We don't know.
We don't know. We haven't tried it.
It even has a straw
Okay.
hat.
Yeah, we
So,
got little hats from
you gotta
Mr. Jesse and Miss
zoom up
Lisa.
on your face
Straw
when
hat.
you try it.
No.
No?
Yeah.
So what all did you put in the smoothie?
Come on.
Okay,
No.
so
Fess
yeah,
up. Fess up.
Ice cream?
What?
What all did you put in the smoothie? Is it only squash or did you add like ice
No,
cream?
it's not only no. We put butternut squash, 2 frozen bananas, some frozen strawberries,
Oh, that sounds
cinnamon, nutmeg, milk. Did you add sugar or something? No, no sugar.
There's a lot of sweets and the things that you
Yeah.
add.
I
Yeah,
hope you added a half a cup of flan.
no, don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
I bet it's good.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be good too.
Oh, peanut butter.
Ooh, she's
There's
drinking.
peanut butter in it too.
She's not drinking. It's supposed to be thick if she's still drinking.
No, it's good. It's really good. I think I drank like half of it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
give
you
us
put a lot
give
of sweet in there. So
give us an idea of what it tastes like. What does it lean more banana, more
No.
squash?
It's got a lot of peanut. I think if I made it again, I'd add a little less peanut butter. It kind of
Has a nutty taste.
it kind of reminds me of like banana bread or pumpkin bread or something. Like, is that got that kind of flavor?
that's
But
yummy.
definitely can taste the butternut squash.
Good
But
job.
it's sugar free because you didn't add any sugar, right? And you didn't add any honey. But you have the
Just
sweetness of the fruit.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah,
Hey.
there's all kinds of good benefits to adding like ginger, like it's got B6 in there for your immunity.
Oh, awesome.
Beets have so many good benefits too.
Oh,
So I do have beets in the dehydrator. I'm going to make beets and ginger, and I'm going to powder it so I can add it into drinks if I want to.
That sounds cool.
You ever dehydrate them and make chips out of them?
I think I have with pears and apples.
Well, I'm talking about beets. I mean,
Apple sounds good.
we buy them at our farmer's market, and they're already dehydrated, and they're somewhat salted, and they taste amazing.
Well, I'll have to try that because I still got them in the dehydrator and see what it tastes like.
You
Yeah.
put a little sea salt on them, and they taste good.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So going back to the questions, are there any drinks with like a specific purpose that can complement what the survival seeds are kind of lacking in? We've had some guests in the past that looked at the nutritional values of the seeds, and we came to the conclusion that we are lacking in fat, protein, and vitamin D. Are there any things that immediately come to mind that would make a good drink?
Oh, that's a hard one. There's so many things.
Milk has vitamin D.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, you can kind of grill milk if you grow
Mhm.
a dairy animal. Oh gosh, that's so hard. I really don't know.
But you can freeze dry milk and use
Gooey
powder.
berries. Grow some goomy berries or goji berries.
Oh,
Gooey berries. Those sound cool.
that does sound cool.
I have both of them.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you grow those, they should come back. I don't know, depending on where you live, they should come back every year. So there's
Oh, wow.
and goji berries, and they are high in protein.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
There you go.
That's
That's a
awesome.
cool one. They got fun names.
Yeah. Yeah. I call it a goonie, like the Goonies, goonie berry, but it's goomy.
Right.
Yeah.
Goomy, Goome.
M-I. Goumi. Goonie. And they look
Goumi.
a lot like the goji berries. They're just a little bit bigger, but
Wow. Those sound cool.
That's very cool.
All right, Alexander, look it up for us.
yeah.
Right.
So I try to grow different berries in my orchard, So I have a variety of antioxidants and to me, like a vitamin C from one berry versus another berry that has a vitamin C, you might get a little different vitamin C variety in there. So I like having variety.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's very cool. And our mom, like, kind of as well, at least growing up, we stayed away from like soft drinks a lot.
Like soda.
Especially because of like the sweeteners that they use, usually corn syrup, and that's not really great for you. Are there any like natural flavor enhancers that you like using in drinks, like a sweetener?
I know dates.
Sometimes I like to add cinnamon. I do make elderberry syrup. So I go out foraging and I collect elderberries in the fall, and then I put them in paper sacks and freeze them. And then so I can make my own elderberry syrup. So I usually have it. My husband actually uses it for communion.
Oh, wow.
So
can you grow stevia up in Oregon?
I haven't yet. But yeah.
Yeah, literally.
There's a lot of stuff that you can grow. Like I have, I raise honeybees. So honey.
Oh, no.
Not from the store, but from somebody who grows it and is not adding, anything but the real honey. That's good to add to it. Cinnamon. You can add all kinds of different herbs for different flavors and things like that. You just have to experiment.
Right.
Yeah, experimenting sounds like the way to go. That's super cool that there's like so many different options, though.
I really quickly want to know, you said that you went foraging to go get elderberries. Do they grow wildly around you?
Yeah, they do.
That's gotta be so cool.
Yeah, I actually have 3 really tiny little plants of my own elderberries that I have on my property. But yeah, I go out and then they get ginormous. And so I need to go see if I can still collect the flowers. They're flowering, but I don't know if it's at the point where they're starting to turn into berries yet, because you can use the elder flowers as well in teas and things like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
None of our berries are elder.
Yeah, they're really good for you. I think we're frozen.
Berries.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Oh.
We buffered for a second. Okay. If you were to make a drink with an onion or other survival seeds that doesn't usually become a drink. We talked a little over the weekend about making onion tea, and no one wanted to do that. But what do you think you would try with those?
Okay, so I would do the tomato, basil, garlic ferment with a pinch of salt. That's all you add in a jar. I think if you strain the liquids off of that, you could just drink it. And it tastes good. So why not? You could drink that from the tomatoes.
Right.
The garlic, I think I would ferment the garlic in honey. And then take some of it and put it in like a glass, like a tablespoon or 2, and mix some water. And then you would have your onion honey water.
Yeah, our aunt, she got that really bad sickness, and she fermented garlic and honey, and she said that got rid of the sickness. Like, and Mom made some of that stuff too, and Dad says it tastes really good. I haven't tried it yet, but
yeah, I've got some sitting on the counter too. And then like you could do the same thing with the squash as well. You could just take your water and maybe you want to make an icy. Do you guys have one of those grinder things that makes those snow cones?
We don't, but it's a good idea.
Right? So like if you took your squash and put it in ice cube trays, then maybe you could use one of those smoothie machines.
Like a snow cone.
Oh.
You can do that. That might be fun. Or
That
just
would be
butternut
fun.
squash cones.
It's thundering outside.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's raining again?
Yes.
No, that's not thunder, Heather. You're in Oregon. There's probably lumberjacks dropping trees next to your place.
Could be. You never know. But yeah, you could freeze. You could do all the stuff, blend it up into blend it really well, and put it in ice cube trays, and then you could pop the ice cubes in your glass of water.
Oh,
That would be cool.
or you could eat the ice cubes.
I would say with some of them, you might want to mix, like with the beans and the onions, you might want to mix something that's really sweet, like strawberries.
I draw something.
Yeah, or you could just do your raw honey.
Heather, no, I just can't get over onions in a drink. I don't know.
It sounds a little questionable.
I don't think I want to drink it, but
It can happen.
Yeah.
but that's a way I think you could if you had to or decided to challenge yourself.
Well,
Yeah,
as a drink for maybe a medicinal purpose, maybe I can see like she was talking about, trying to
It's
get.
good for you. Do it because it's good for you.
But as a refreshing drink right by the tree, swinging in your no.
And then someone, hey,
Dad said some people make like onion teas. Those are really good for
I
you.
can see that.
Dehydrated the onion. You could do that. Dehydrate the onions, cut them up in slivers, and then add that to your tea mixture.
Think
Yeah,
about
I'm glad we went with making this instead, though.
I mean, like if you had to,
think about hot onion soup. Hot onion soup is like a tea.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
like if
get
you
a
had
mug of
to, you
soup.
could get like 2 teaspoons of onion powder and just like drown it in other stuff. Does that count?
No, that don't count. No.
Yeah, I know. I was like looking at all of them, and I'm like,
They're not like appetizing for
Yeah.
drinks.
They're not good. They're
No.
really good for
No.
like dinners,
but
lunches.
the beet, because I've got lemon and ginger and the lemon balm in here,
No.
and nothing else. It's not bad at all. And then I added some water.
That's awesome.
No honey.
No honey. It's not
Wow.
bad. I could actually just drink it as is.
Wow.
Nice.
That sounds good.
And
Yeah.
it's pretty too. It's such a pretty color.
pretty. It is
I
very
also put
pretty.
the beetroot leaves in there as
Mm.
well, because why waste it? Because
Right.
Those are good.
leaves too.
Right.
Yeah, we like putting the leaves in lots of different stuff like salads and
Yeah,
Greens
like
and
your
beans.
celery leaves and stuff like that. You can use those.
I've just realized that with the survival seeds, we got kidney beans and beet leaves. We can make greens and beans with just that.
There you go.
But speaking of the kidney beans, our mom says that you can leave the beans as is and make something called halo halo. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
You've had it your whole life.
No, I've had it. But it's a Filipino dessert. I'm trying to
It's
find
like
a picture.
ice cream and it's got beans in it. It's so good.
I'm gonna try to
It's
screen
really
share
good.
without
You
shutting
can
down.
literally
like
spell it
bean,
like halo halo.
Kidney beans or black beans with rice and lime and mix that together. That's good.
But
Yeah,
Heather, I got to ask you, what is the goal of the drink collaboration that you got going? Is it to find what is the weirdest drink that you can make?
Well, if that's your goal, that's okay. No, actually, it's just, I think, a way to give everybody ideas on, different options, or it might inspire your creativity on a different type of a drink out of watching one of the drink videos. And also maybe making something healthier and saving some money.
Okay, so Coke float wouldn't qualify as a good drink.
Totally could. Yeah, why not?
Root beer float.
Yeah, there you go. Cream
Yeah.
soda.
This is the halo halo.
I can't
and
find
it
one
has-
with beans.
It has beans in it. You just can't really see it.
What
mean
kind of
That-
bean?
Really
Pinto
good.
beans? Like pinto beans?
Like beans? I don't know. It's beans.
It looks like black beans.
I think it is
maybe
black.
like-
There we go.
There's some kidney beans, and it looks like kidney beans and black beans, maybe.
They're
Yeah.
good.
Now-
It's good ice cream.
I'm all in if it's jelly beans.
Oh,
You said
I
beans. You didn't say what
that
kind of beans.
would-
nah, that I don't think that would go. Hello Hello is really good. I don't think that would go with it. You better drink that, or I might drink it.
But beans are kind of like to me, like a dry consistency. But if you mix them maybe with all that sweet thunder,
More thunder.
It's good.
maybe
Pretty.
that it would kind of balance it out to where it's so sweet, not so.
That's the one that seems like that would be the worst in a drink, to be honest.
You know, now that you guys are talking about that, my first thought, because Dad was just like, or we were just talking about it all together in the living room. We're just like, so this Sunday we're gonna talk to Miss Heather, and she does this cool drink collaboration. We should probably make a drink using one of the survival seeds. And I'm just like, so what if we used all of the survival seeds? And I was trying to think of a way to make a smoothie
Now,
where you hang on. Where you incorporate the butternut squash, tomatoes, peppers, and onions, and the beans. And you put them all in the blender and you blend it. And you blend everything out of it. And so you got this goopy stuff. And then you cook the beans and you use the beans. You put the beans at the bottom of your cup. And it's gonna be like what's it called? The drinks with the tapioca pearls at the bottom. What are those called?
yeah.
I don't know. Boba tea?
Boba.
Yeah. And you use the kidney beans like that. That was my first thought. We didn't go with it though.
What are you going to call it? Frankenstein?
That would be
They used to do that when I was a kid. They'd go to like the 7-Eleven or whatever, and they'd mix all the different drink choices together. What do they call that?
graveyard.
Graveyard or Frankenstein or hurricane.
Yeah.
I was gonna call it the Trey Special, and then no one would drink it.
Trey's
That was
one
the
special.
only if you had
Trey's
to-
dead.
if you didn't have teeth or anything anymore and you had to drink
Yeah,
it,
you get all the nutrients in there. Maybe add some honey or a
Something.
lot of honey,
A lot of money.
Yeah, this is.
some whipped cream.
It's like cake. I love cake, but if you put all the ingredients in a bowl, I'm not going to sit there and eat it out of the bowl. Like,
Bake it. You gotta bake it.
Cake.
So we add all the ingredients together, and then we bake it, and then Mr. Jesse will drink it.
maybe if you
There we
if you
go.
somehow-
I mean, 'cause someday he's gonna need that nutrition.
right.
by then, hopefully, it'll be through an IV.
I'm
I
just,
don't have to taste it.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like what would like the amount of things that you would have to blend when you can't chew things, like blended pizza. Would that
You
still
could
taste
add the pepperoncinis into the tomato basil.
You could do that.
thing.
Yeah.
You could add that and drink that. I think that would still be good.
Right. That could work.
But the
Yeah.
beans and the onions, you can make bread, but not a drink.
Yeah.
bread?
You can do something.
I'm just gonna drink my bread. Don't cook it, and it's a drink.
Well,
Ew.
wait a minute, hold up. You got something. You got a good point there. Now, if you make the bread, you could make it liquid and make it like tres leches, right?
I guess.
I don't know.
Leches, it's kind of soppy, wet. You could drink it that way.
Oh,
Nah.
sounds
No.
nasty. You guys. Nasty.
Jesse.
Oh, we're
That
talking
would
about
be a
natural
fun little
survival
thing.
seeds.
If the three of you girls made up your own little survival seed drinks, you got to write down what's in it and hide that from each other. And you all have to, mom and dad can mix them up. And you all have to go and taste and
Oh no. No.
It would be
I'm gonna get intentionally sabotaged and I know it.
no, it would be called Survival Seeds Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Survival of the survival seeds.
And then somebody will have to zoom in on your facial expressions each time.
Right? I'll go for that.
No, I feel like that would get a lot of views. That would be funny.
It would probably go viral.
Yeah,
I would.
no,
Yeah.
I don't want it that bad. No.
Okay, well then you'll have to find somebody else. Maybe you can go around saying, "Try this onion." drink."
The idea, the funny part about this is KK is the kind of decent person who would like add honey and stuff to make it taste good, and I'm the kind of person who would make it taste really bad just so that KK would have to try it.
Yeah, to get a reaction.
To get funny looks.
She's a reaction
Come
person.
back
Yeah.
around, you know.
Yeah. That sounds terrible.
Virally sick.
Right, it's just all that.
Viral like the flu.
It could even go bacterial.
You know, that might knock anything out of your system. I'm just saying.
It might.
It would be gone. Probably
The bacteria is gonna get out of there because it tastes so bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to cure, just mix all the survival seeds in a drink and chug it, and then you're good.
Whatever you got's gonna leave because of the taste.
So, like, an easier question would have been like a dinner dish. Like, what's something you could do with all six? Because that's like so easy. But like putting it in a
that's so
drink sounds
easy.
nasty.
For me,
Yeah.
my top priority, minus the beets and the beans, would be salsa. But then I would say probably making like Spanish rice, enchiladas, burritos, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Butternut squash.
You could
on the
technically
side.
make like chili and put it on a butternut squash instead of rice or bread, and
Lots
then
of
just,
casserole dishes.
casserole dish.
yeah, put it in a casserole dish.
Just mince them all up, put them in a casserole.
I don't know what you do with the beets though.
cover it with cheese and then serve it.
You
Okay, so
could
leaving the herb side out of it. What if you did? Okay, what if you got every one of the survival seeds already grown, like grown beans, grown pepperoncini, everything already grown, and you added that into a blender or even a Vitamix or something, and then you added, let's say, some slices of apple to give it the sweetness that it wants, or maybe a banana. I think it would be still a good vegetable, like a vegetable drink.
I think it'd be hard to
It
cover
would
up
be like a
the.
V8.
It's not. It feels like a V8.
It would be hard to cover up the.
I don't really understand. I'm really confused. So could you make it and try?
Okay.
Yeah, can you try that?
It doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could be like, a slice of beet, maybe a pinch of this or a pinch of that, but it's one of the survival seeds. And you can make a vegetable drink out of it, like a V8.
I have some apple juice.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I see what you're saying. I would add more tomato, I think.
So just like ration it differently.
Ration it differently, but you have all the survival seed elements in it.
Yeah,
right?
you could.
You'd
You
have
could
to.
do
that.
You have to be almost a mad scientist like your dad to try and figure out
Oh,
what
hey.
things come together to make
Yeah.
a good, decent.
It's gonna be
vegetable
tea
drink.
week
I bet
all
you
over
could
again.
do it. I bet you could do it, Trey. I bet you could.
I bet I could do it too.
I like Miss Jennifer's idea, to be honest.
Freeze dry the mix into powder and then put it in capsules.
No one says you have to taste it.
Capsules.
I'd like to do that too, because you wouldn't, like, it would be vitamins. So if you,
Yeah,
you're just going to swallow it. You don't even know.
Yes,
that sounds so much easier than like whatever
all
is
natural, all
going
natural.
on.
The concoction.
Like whatever that is.
The tray concoction. I like that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you could totally make a casserole with all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I
To me,
just-
like the beets seems like the one that's the most odd out of the six. Like if you put them together, because you can make a chili, you can like do the side as like butternut squash, but like I don't know what to do with the beet
Pickled
unless you
beets
like
as a side.
you can pickle it and have it as a side.
You got a 3-course meal.
Yeah, you could
That works.
ferment it.
You could ferment it.
Add it to your salad.
Yep.
Right. That and salad is really good.
Oh, beet salad is amazing.
If you're ambitious, you could put the squash in the salad too.
Yeah. Well, and the squash would be good as a dessert.
Oh yeah.
You could
Yeah.
melt some marshmallows on it or something.
Oh, you can do that?
You mentioned that, and that reminds me of a thought Dad was talking about.
No. You cut it up like fries and make fries out of them.
Oh, yeah.
You fry them.
I like that idea.
Mhm.
See, Dad had this idea the
Yeah.
other day. Dad had this idea. People make every Thanksgiving. Mom and KK make pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie. Can you make butternut squash pie?
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure you
I'm
can.
sure that tastes really good.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Just like pumpkin.
Just
I
like
would think.
pumpkin,
Yeah.
you can do it just like pumpkin.
Yeah.
And it would probably be yellower than either of those.
Right.
Right.
So you got like the orangest one, which I think is the pumpkin.
Yeah,
then
but
you
you can brown it up a little bit by adding some cinnamon,
Yeah.
and it'll change the color.
And the flavor. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. There you go. You've got your main course with your salad, and then you've got a dessert.
Yeah.
Did she
Those
poke
of
her
you
eye?
came in. Those of you just came in late. Thank you for coming in. You're watching an episode of Sins of Survival Seeds. The Sins of Survival Seeds.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something really quick. It's 7:00, and usually this is the time that Garden State Gardener goes on live, but he's not gonna come on live today because he's not feeling well. Mr. Joe is a really great guy, and he's been a friend of ours for a long time, and he's always supporting everyone in the community, and he has great lives every Sunday. And his family's been going through a lot of stuff recently, so if you guys could, even though there's no Sunday Fun Day, if you guys could just go over and watch one of his videos and show him some love and support. It's Father's Day, and he's a great dad.
Would make his day.
For sure.
And next week, the three of us are going to be hosting Sunday Fun Day. So we're going to have a little fun with that. We're probably going to bring out the jelly beans again,
Oh, that'll
the
be
bad ones.
That's fun for you guys.
I don't like those.
Well, there
You
you,
know-
go. Instead of the drink choices, you could do jelly bean choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about it because now even the smell of normal jelly beans makes my gag reflex act up.
Yeah.
So you know how when they did the jelly beans, it was always
Ooh.
Joey giving them to Mr. Joe.
Yep.
We're gonna do it where the older people give it to the little person, and Bunky's gonna have the jelly beans.
Yeah. He always got the worst ones.
He did. He always got the bad ones. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Like stinky socks and
The stink bug was his least favorite. I
bug,
remember that.
rotten egg. Ugh.
There's like one good color, the blue ones. You either get blueberry or toothpaste, and they both taste really good. And honestly, KK prefers the toothpaste over the blueberry. It's
I
not
have
bad.
some that are spicy. They're like different peppers, jelly beans.
Ooh,
That sounds interesting.
that sounds good.
Yeah, they don't necessarily all taste like the pepper you think it should.
It tastes like something.
A little odd.
It's weird to me how spot on some of the bad ones are. Like, how did they figure out how to make this taste like that?
Did they taste dirty socks?
Yeah. How'd you like to be the
Yeah.
guy that said, "Hey, let me taste the rotten
Yeah.
egg. I'll taste it and see if it's right."
The one that really got me was the old
Bobby.
Band-Aid.
Like, ew.
Like, its taste, the way you like the smell,
Oh, the old Band-Aid, yeah.
Oh yeah.
they're all awful. They're all
Well,
terrible.
there's an old Band-Aid and there's an old used Band-Aid. Which one was it?
I would rather an old Band-Aid than an old used.
Yeah.
So,
And then you got some choices that are just like buttered popcorn, or what was the other one? Stinky
Yeah.
sock.
Something.
And the buttered popcorn didn't taste that great. Like, you'd expect that to be pretty okay, and it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And then the coconut milk tasted like dirty dishwater, which
Yeah.
was awful.
It's awkward.
They're all terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just stay
No,
away
but
from that whole thing.
if you want to do one, there is another one with the like she said, with the hot peppers, where you can have different types of peppers. One being extremely hot, one being not so hot. You can do a pepper, the pepper challenge one,
Or not.
or not.
Or not.
Okay, stick with the feet.
I can be a good sport about it for like maybe 2.
Oh, do you remember that time
I'm
we
not
got
doing
our
that
big brother?
No.
We got our
That was
big brother
beautiful.
with one once. We just we took them, and if you crack them just a tiny bit, you can sniff them and tell which ones are bad. And I think that's how Joey always gave Mr. Joe the bad ones. You can tell which ones are bad if you just crack
Maybe
them
he was
a tiny
good at
bit
it.
and sniff them.
He's so good.
And so I separated out all the ones that smelled bad, and I put them in a little dish, and we got our brother with them so bad.
Dude loves jelly beans. It was terrible.
I guess that's a good way to break somebody's jelly bean habit.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even take the normal ones anymore. They just all smell.
Me,
That's safe.
me too.
Oh, so you don't want any fun when you come over, Mr. Jesse?
I don't know. Not after what y'all have been talking about.
We won't put any onions in it, probably.
Mom makes it. Oh, of course.
Yeah, you can trust Mom's cooking. Mom cooks the best.
Yeah. I believe it.
We're probably gonna wrap it up for the night.
Yeah, I gotta feed the cow. We got another baby cow on a bottle. She's a girl this time.
Oh,
First baby girl. Yeah, I named her Firefly. She's got no idea who her mom is. It was weird. We went out there because we were giving them hay before our gig, so they had no excuse to get out. We gave them they've got the whole pasture, we gave them water, we gave them hay, we gave them grain, we gave them everything. They had no excuse to get out. And so Dad's got the hay up on his tractor, and I'm pulling the strings down. So the cows start coming over, and just nervously, I kind of back away from them because they're not always safe to be around. And the baby girl, she's laying all by herself. So I'm on my way back. She sees me, and she just decides to start following me because she doesn't know who her mom is. She isn't able to figure that out. The whole herd kind of takes care
even
of her.
now though.
But even
Like-
now, she doesn't know who.
for it?
No, the mom's not taking care of it. It looks like her mom doesn't have any milk. So
So it's hard to tell which
for
one's
the
her
past
mom.
couple days,
Yeah.
she's been siphoning off of the other mothers.
Okay.
So since she was following me anyway, we brought her back over to the barn, and so now we got 2 bottle babies.
And guess who tried to get milk from the door of the barn?
I'm kind of worried about the girl.
Oh.
She keeps trying to get milk from the wall and the fence, actually trying to suckle on it. So I'm kind of worried about her. But she's doing good. She's drinking milk right away. The last time we had a bottle baby, it took him a while to get used to the bottle. She's on it right away.
Have you checked to see if she's got a vision problem? Maybe she's thinking it's, mom, but it's not.
She might.
She
I don't
might.
know.
I haven't tested
Yeah.
that.
How old is she now?
I think she's about 3 days. 3 days,
Okay.
4 days.
Yeah, we have 2 little babies that were born. What was it? 3 days ago now. And one of them I was kind of worried about because it was sleeping the first day and a half. And I'm like, you're sleeping more than I think you should. I'm worried. But no, it's fine. It's now running around and
That's my kind of cow.
yeah.
Or maybe she's just trying to catch up also on what she missed at the beginning.
Yeah.
She might.
Yeah. Well, and I thought I had one baby born last week that was always trying to nurse on the mom's chest, not the right part.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Let's
I can't
to do that.
You smell it? It's that close to you.
It's just turn around, little guy. You're so close.
Sometimes it takes a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, we had some goats do that, but
They figure it
those
out.
are goats.
We're probably gonna wrap it up. She's got to feed her cow. I still have something in my eye. So we're gonna call it for the night. But thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate
Yeah,
you.
this is a cool one.
This is a fun one.
Well, yeah, it was. It was fun.
Thanks for showing off your drink. That actually looks really good.
It does.
And the things you shared were very helpful. We learned a lot. So thank you.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got some really healthy drinks.
Been really nice, Heather.
Yes.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
for having me.
Thank you.
And
This is super fun. Thanks so much.
I like your haircut. It's cute.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Day.
Thank you for the invite and have a good week.
You too. Bye.
Tomorrow night.
Adios.
Yeah.